Welcome back, everybody. This is My Journey 4K. We are back in IMSA. This is IMSA Fixed. We are in the Dallara P217 today. Let's get into it. Not getting the best start here. Looks like we're starting pretty far back in the field. The strength of the field today is a 28.08. Remember, it says we're in 14th in class. It says we started 30th, but that's overall. And we're in the second class, second fastest class. There's hypercars and LMP2s and GT3s in this series. Some multi-class racing. We are in Spa. Looks like maybe we took one position there. Early on. We're going to start this race with a 12:09 rating. It's a 35-minute race. There is a mandatory fuel pit stop at least. We will probably be taking tires on. Although maybe we've learned that trick by now. I don't know. Says we're in 14th, but I don't think that's gonna update till we cross the line again. Looks like the LMP2 field is starting to get away from the GT3s now. Hard to see them in the background anymore. Not much of a gap between the cars in front of us. A little bit of a bigger gap to the car behind at the moment. Looks like the 43 car was looking to battle a little bit. Some smoke up ahead. Looks like one of the cars in front is going to lose both of those places. What position did we end up with there? Looks like we're currently in 10th. Behind might have the pace on us, but they did make a mistake at the bus stop. Looks like some dirt flying up ahead. A whole ton of cars nose to tail going down this main straight. Looks like we shouldn't have too much of a problem maintaining our position there. Car ahead hitting the curb a little bit may give us a little bit of an opportunity. At least close the gap slightly. It looked like we started the race somewhere around 14th position. Currently in 10th in class. Really pressuring the car in front of us now. We might have a run. Gonna have to make a move soon. Flashing our lights. Are we on the inside here? We might have it. I think we took that position cleanly. Tough spot to make some passes in. More smoke up here in the bus stop chicane. Cars nose to tail in front of us. Oh, we hit the curb and lost a little control. We'll try and get back on track now. That'll lose us a few positions. Says somewhere like 12 currently. That could be wrong. Still have lots of time in the race. About 30 minutes remain. It says we're in 12th, but we're most likely a little bit further behind than that. We got pretty close to the start-finish line when we spun and hadn't lost all our positions yet. So we'll need to wait and see what that says when we cross the line again. Long ways for that. I don't think we're feeling much pressure from the car behind currently. They're a little ways back. I can tell they don't really have the pace. Trying to stick in there though. I think my car is mostly alright. I don't think we really took damage there. Hurt the tires a little maybe. I'm getting a little squirrely in that corner for sure. Hopefully we can get this back under control and stop making those little mistakes. We won't have to worry about the car behind it all anymore. Some more smoke in the bus stop chicane. There we go. It's a black and red car had spun up there. We got around them cleanly, it looks like. This green teal number 40 behind us is closing the gap back a little bit. Ooh, another car way wide up ahead, but it doesn't look like we're going to get a chance at that position. It says we're up in 11th in our class currently. I'm a little bit surprised to be seeing some of these mistakes, although it could just be battling the cars coming in contact. And it's a 2808 field, that's pretty good. Ooh, we're putting down some marks on the track there. Looks like we're starting to feel some of the pressure from behind at the moment. Hopefully we don't have a damaged vehicle. Tires are probably feeling it a little bit right now though. Car ahead looks like maybe it's moving a little slow. I'm not sure if that was just perspective or not. Looks like the gap may have come down a little bit though. Car behind, going in the dirt a little bit. I think we're going to open up the gap a tiny bit more and close the one to the car in front. Looks like we might have a decent little run on them through here. You can see their car much clearer on screen. Ooh, they went a little sideways out of that turn. That's going to allow us to close the gap even more. Pressure is mounting. Not sure we feel much pressure from the car behind, although they're still there. I'm sure at least I'm watching them a little bit in the mirror. Does it say we're in 10th or 11th? Let's see. 26th overall. Looks like we might be in 10th place currently. Catching this number 44 car pretty quickly. Oh no, this is 11. We are in 11th place currently. Pretty sure that's accurate. From the last time we crossed the line, I didn't see anybody else off track. Putting the pressure on 10th place though. Gonna flash our lights a little bit. We might have a run on them soon. All over their tail at the moment. I'm a little surprised this white and green car behind is keeping up. More flashing of the lights, trying to get them distracted. And let them know I'm bearing down on them quickly. Some smoke up ahead on the track here. Could just be some dirt somebody kicked up. Don't see anything yet. Coming into this pretty hot. Looks like we're going to move to the inside at the bus stop chicane to try and take this position. Oh, another car spun in front of us. Stopped us from being able to make the move, it looks like. We will still come out in 10th. Going to battle for 9th in turn 1 here. We're going to late brake. Push to the inside. A little bit of contact. We got pushed out wide out of turn 1. They did not slow down. We're going to possibly come in contact with the car in front of them. Number 40's going to try and make a move on us. Looks like they have a little bit of a run. We're going to take the defensive inside line. See if we can't keep this position. They did get in front in the end. Red, white, and blue car looking to pass. A lot of traffic around here right now. Looking to try and get clear of it. Cars behind battling a little bit. We're going to need to battle soon ourselves. Not much of a gap to the car ahead. This is the battle for 9th. I think we started the race somewhere around 14th in class. I think the pit window is going to open probably about 15 minutes in. So we're probably gonna see something next lap. Looks like maybe a GTP car was starting to catch us behind, which seems early, but there's been a lot of battling and cars going off lately, so we also had a few off-track issues ourselves. Yeah, it sort of looks like a red Cadillac there. Not sure if this Cadillac is a leader coming to lap us, or if it's a back marker, somebody who had an issue who's trying to get back into their class battle. A little bit of a lockup on us. We're going to go wide. Coming back on track and getting hit hard in the back by the GTP car. We're trying to stay out of the way off the racing line, but they're still right behind us for some reason. Not the best re-entry there for us. Trying to go wide to let this person by. Oh, we took some damage to our car for sure. There. We were rear-ended by that Cadillac. Maybe partially our fault. We came back on track pretty hard. Not the best re-entry for sure. Going to be battling the red, white, and blue LMP2 right now, though. Try and get at least one position back from that. We went off track, but didn't lose a lot of track space or position. It didn't seem to give us a slowdown penalty. Pit window should be opening soon. We might be pulling in to get these repairs done. Although we are still battling for this position here. I think 11th. Alright, we are going to pull into the pits and try and get that repair out of the way. Get our car back to normal. Locking it up going into the pits, but that's okay. We're probably just fine on speed. Looks like we are getting tire replacements. Hopefully we can get some of that damage fixed and not lose too much time and get back out there. You can see they're done with the tires and refueling. We're just working on the damage now. Doing an early pit stop, hoping that it pays off for us just to get that damage repaired and come back out. Maybe finish in a decent position. Feels like a lot of time right now, though. Not seeing any cars coming into pit lane yet. Hopefully we weren't too early. We're trying to calculate this the best that we can. Didn't have any assists early on. Didn't really get any till somewhat recently. Still waiting for repairs. We might be waiting for all the repairs right now. I'm not sure. Surprised how much damage we did take from that Cadillac. I didn't think we really hit the wall much or anything like that, but he did hit the back of our car pretty hard. Sure, I was feeling something and wanting to come into pit lane as soon as possible. Hopefully we can get back out soon. Should be able to. It's going to be a little bit of a struggle to try and get these positions back. Not sure where that other car went. There's the 44 that we were battling earlier. They're going to be a lap ahead at the moment. We're still waiting on those repairs. Looks like they're just in for fuel, so the pit window is open, it looks like. We are over 18 minutes in of our 35-minute race. So over halfway, that makes sense. Haven't seen any other cars really pitting yet. They are going to get out of the pits before us. I'm surprised that there's this much damage. That was a lot that happened there. It's a lot to repair, I guess. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you're hanging in there, let me know. Tell your friends. I hope that it wasn't that we were black flagged for repairs. This is taking a long time. If we were black flagged for repairs, they're going to force us to do quite a bit. I don't think our car looked that badly damaged. We did go flying through the dirt there. Seeing some cars coming into pit lane now. Couple Cadillacs. Gonna be the first in the GTP class. Another blue one. Not seeing LMP2s yet. They must all be reaching their limit now. Over 20 minutes in of this 35-minute race. Pit lane is full of GTP cars. Interesting results there. Looked like that black Cadillac came in behind everybody and left before. Wonder if they actually even took on enough fuel. Oh, this is so long in pit lane. You can see that looks like there's possibly mandatory repairs. This couldn't have been just a penalty or something. A lot of mandatory repairs here. Puts us pretty far back in our class now. I'm sure we're a few laps back. See an Acura and a BMW rolling in. Couple LMP2s have made their stop now. Yeah, a whole ton of mandatory repairs here, it looks like. Maybe we were black flagged and told to come in for repairs. We shouldn't need to pit again. If they fueled us up here, it should be enough till the end of the race. I would think we'd be released sometime soon. About 12 minutes remaining in the race now. I really thought this was going to be just a quick pull in, get some repairs, get out of here with the fuel needed to the end of the race, and we could be back in there battling. That is definitely not what has happened here. Some more cars pulling in for their pit stops. An LMP2 and a GT3 car behind us. Looks like the GT3 car behind it overshot their pit lane a little. I'm thinking we've got to be able to get back out on track. There's still 10 minutes at least remaining. The crew has not released us yet though, which means that we haven't finished our mandatory repairs yet, and We haven't even started optional repairs. Looks like we did finally get back on track. Took a very long time. We still have damage on our car. Not really sure what they thought. I just don't know how we took so much damage. It's quite odd. Catching this LMP2 car in front of us though. Looks like it says we're in 14th in class. Less than 10 minutes remain in the race. I don't think we have much hope of catching anybody and passing them, or they could really crash out by now. That was way too many laps in pit lane for us to make that up in this amount of time. Really quite shocking how long that actually took. I'm speechless about it. I didn't think that we were hit that hard from behind by that Cadillac or took that much damage, but they really sat us in there for a long time. And then you can still see damage in the back end of the car. We never even sat there to finish the repairs. Well, at least we got to get back out, get a little more practice in. We'll have to get used to our damaged vehicle now. Looks like 14th in class currently. The GT3 car slowed down the LMP2 in front there quite a bit. We don't really want to be battling this person necessarily and risking our car. We just want to finish the race now, put a few more laps in. So we're going to hold off and let them go a little bit. You can see a little bit of damage on the right side of their car in front of us. Sure, our car does not feel great all around. See some Porsches behind us battling through the GT3 traffic. Well, I think we started this race in 14th, and we're still in 14th. It's not the best place to be in, but I guess it's probably not the worst either. We're definitely a few laps behind now. Looked like that pit stop took somewhere around 16 minutes. For mandatory repairs, not the optional. We didn't take the optional repairs. If we did, it wasn't much of it. I had to fast forward quite a bit. Couldn't see it all. Porsche getting slippery behind me. Not sure if they crashed or not. We'll see in a second. We're going to try and avoid the battle. Pull off to the racing line as fast as we can. Not sure what happened to that other Porsche back there, though. They just disappeared. Looked like they had a problem at the bus stop. Got an Acura coming up behind us now. An LMP2 going wide in turn 1 there. Very wide. Something's gonna happen in front of us, it looks like. Porsche's having to go off track to get by. The Acura flashed his lights at me and trying to pass over here, knocked me off. Gonna try and get back on track safely. Took a little more damage there again. Sure that isn't gonna feel great. Less than 5 minutes to go in the race. Hopefully we can just finish this. Currently in 14th. Another LMP2 car caught us. Not sure what place they are in. Sometimes it's surprising how much the hypercars get aggressive with the lower class cars. We weren't trying to stop anybody or battle them or anything. But the Cadillac rear-ending us, I mean, that was definitely somewhat our fault. We came back on the track, but we were in the grass. It's not easy to brake out there anyways. Looks like maybe a car ahead's getting a little wide. Locking it up, making some smoke here in the bus stop. Then they're disappearing and going sideways. Looks like we skated by just barely. Yellow flag being waved. Looks like a white flag. Now? I suppose it could be. One or two laps to go. We're just gonna try and finish this. Try and keep it clean. Try and keep it out of the grass and off the wall. Hopefully we can just finish in 14th here. Wasn't sure if the flag waver was actually waving the white flag or not. We'll see if this is the last lap soon. Catching some more GT3 traffic. We're gonna just cleanly get by. I don't think we're gonna be too aggressive. That was okay. Looks like the car behind is no longer gaining on us. We've opened up the gap to that green and yellow car quite a bit. Pretty sure it still says we're in 14th in our class. Not sure how many laps behind me are even back. What we got? Looks like that is the checkered flag. Alright, that'll be it for this one. We're going to finish 14th in our class. Looks like we started 14th. Our rating's going to go from a 1209. We'll lose 70 points, and we're going to go down to an 1139. Alrighty, thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.